Welcome to the Story of Liberty. I would just like to talk about the greatest subject in all the world, the love of Christ the Lord for His own. As we're in this Holy Week here, Easter week, there really is no subject that is more profitable to the heart of man than the love of Christ. I remember in my own life when I realized I was loved by Christ, that it really softened my heart and brought me to yield my life to Him. The wondrous love of Christ, it certainly does warm a cold heart. It softens hard hearts. It's called the passion of our Lord Christ, which means that He lived this perfect life in obedience to the Father. And He also suffered and endured to the point of death on that cross, crucifixion for our sake. It's the greatest thing you'll ever know in this life, to be loved and love in return. Let's remember, we love Him because He loved us first. Christ does not love us because we love Him. He loves us in spite of our hatred, our crucifying Him, our cursing, using His name. He loves us in spite of the fact that we are unlovely, unworthy. He loves us because He is love incarnated. A love that brings even passion to our lives. It is the greatest thing that we'll ever know, because His love is unconditional. And it could break that vicious cycle in a life where there is no love. Unfortunately, some people, sad to say, grow up in homes where they're never told they're loved. They're never hugged. There's no expression of love. But with Christ, His love remains and is unconditional. That's what the Bible is all about. It's about a love relationship between Christ the Lord and His own, the greatest story the world has ever known. That He would love sinners such as us. And let us remember that He loved us before the foundation of the world. He has a love that'll have no ending. He said, I love you with a love that will never die. You know, it's sad in America and elsewhere that almost half of the marriages end up in divorce. They start out with love, but they don't end that way. It's not that way with Christ. He will love us to the end. I hope your life has meaning and purpose and joy. Have you had that experienced? I could tell you that it's not an intellectual assent that Christ lived or died or rose again. No. It's the experiencing Christ's life-transforming love. That'll be the day when the blinders come off and you will dive into the ocean of His love. You will float in it, swim in it. You will delight and exalt in the love of Christ. God bless you as we enter this Easter week, and that may His transforming love fill your heart with His grace.